she made her splash. Did she drop the OnlyFans link yet? Let's face it. There's a lot of people out there on the internet that are just doing things for attention so that they can capitalize off of this. So you've probably seen this girl. You've definitely seen her, actually, if you've been on Twitter in the last couple of days. What did she do exactly? This is a trad wife influencer, okay? Her name is Lily something. What's her last name? Lily Gaddis, according to the Daily Mail. What exactly is a trad wife influencer? Well, it's this new trend of women on the internet. I think it kind of breaks off of the red pill type of sphere, where these women basically pretend that they're like 1950s housewives, and they make content on the internet where they're wearing an apron and cooking and talking about traditional family American values.
TradCon is traditional conservative.
Okay, got it.
Right?
Once he said that, I was like, okay, picture it.
Right?
Yep.
But the problem is that a lot of that TradCon shit bleeds into straight up old time racist bullshit.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Right? Because, like, I don't care what you're talking about. I don't want to go back to the 1950s. I don't give a fuck about the rest of you.
About how we like to stay home and be homemakers. It's a fucking psyop.
But also, but some of it is a lot of women who are just like, I don't know, like, not like that, like I just described necessarily, but women who are just like, I don't know, just like, they agree that men do this, women do that, type of shit. You know what I mean? They understand that while some gender roles are interchangeable, that they do exist and that men and women are not the same, et cetera, right? So
that's understandable, but if they're to the extreme,
right, well, depends on who you're dealing with, right?
Right.
Some of them obviously are
overboard conservative,
gone completely overboard, like this one who just starts shouting the N-word like that's regular.
Yeah.
And then, because I'm sorry, but you call yourself a tradcon and then you out here saying the N-word and think that that's cool. It's not a coincidence. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Doesn't really exist in any real capacity. It's more of an online thing than a real life thing. And incels and fucking losers latch onto this type of content and they watch it and they basically are just in the comments saying, why can't I find a wife like this? So nothing but a psyop for stupid men, basically, is what you need to know about this. Anyway, this trad wife influencer, Lily, this was the first video here that I saw of hers. It's not the famous video yet, but this one's still worth reviewing.
So all those nerds in high school, like the weird theater kids and the anime people and you know who I'm talking about, the people we didn't hang out with. So they've grown up now, and they're the ones making the laws. They're the Mark Zuckerbergs. They're the Faucis of the world, the fucking nerds. Those fucking...
Let me tell you something right now.
Wow.
If you talk about someone like Dr. Fauci and think that he's a fucking nerd, you are fucking stupid. You understand me? You're an idiot.
Wow.
The man's got a medical degree. You don't have one. Be quiet. Shut your mouth. Anybody who decides they want to talk medical and argue with someone with an MD and you don't got one, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
dorks that never got laid in high school, and they got a major chip on their shoulder against the normies. That's why you see all these fat-ass fucks making laws. Oh, you can be obese and anorexic. Okay, sure.
There's no law that says that.
They're the ones inventing clown world. They're the ones in media. They're the actors.
Listen, I'm not in support of anything related to body positivity, but this bitch has lost her fucking mind. Like, what are you talking about? There's no law that says that. None. And you would know that if you had a brain.
Actors. You wonder why actors are so politically leftist? Oh, right. It's because they're loser theater kids. They're the theater kids who grew up, and now they're telling me and you what to think. They're telling me and you what to do, and they're making the laws in this country. Well, it's time to stand the fuck up and stop being...
She said they're making the laws in this country. You know Congress is controlled by Republicans, right? You know that, right? Your people.
She has nothing better to do. She has no hobby. She has no business.
Like, this is low IQ bullshit. That's what this is.
This is her hobby. Running her mouth and sound stupid.
This bitch is stupid. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Scared. Like, why are we scared of these people? They were massive losers in high school, and they're massive losers today. It's time to put the motherfucking nerds back in their place.
So go ahead and
stand
do it.
the fuck up.
So go ahead and do it. I want to see you do it. You're not afraid. She's not afraid. No, she's not afraid. So I want her to go up there and do it. Put them back where they belong, if you say so.
If you think, put Mark Zuckerberg back where he belongs.
You're talking so hot shit right now from your mouth and don't even understand the dynamics of the world. Just stay in your little corner and do what you ever got to do. Just shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Like, I fall into that category. I like anime. I'm not a nerd. I'm a liberal, and you ain't gonna put me nowhere, bitch. The fuck you talking about? Even though I say I'm a liberal, I'm not the same type of liberal as these people.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
We're not.
Crazy. Because once they start talking about body positivity and who could be a man and woman, I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit.
There's extremeness to everything, so it's just like
we're
the balance.
I'm a liberal from 2009. What the definition of liberal was in 2009.
That's what we
I'm
are.
that. I'm not the 2024 liberal because
Yeah.
I don't know what these niggas talking about.
Joke, I heard this one and I
So
was
don't get
like,
it
damn,
twisted.
all right, like I could get behind some of this, right? Calling
No.
losers theater kids? That's something I've been doing on the channel, like talking shit on Call of Duty for years, if you guys have been following me. So
That's funny.
this video kind of resonated with me. I thought it was funny. I was like, all right, she's got some valid points.
No, she
But
doesn't.
then
No, she doesn't.
This happened.
She
Trad
just said theater kids. The theater kids thing is funny. Everything else
And
is
I bet
retarded.
you ask her what her who her crush is, her celebrity crush is. Why are you looking into celebrity crushes? I thought they're losers. I thought they're theater people. Why are you looking into them? Why you got a crush on them?
That's actually
Why
true.
you got a crush on a loser?
These musicians and shit, high key, they would have been theater people.
Thank you.
Actors, theater kids.
Thank you.
How do you think you learn how to act, bro? The fuck? I guarantee you, a lot of the most famous actors, they was in theater in school. Relax.
Hello.
Right?
Shut the
sales
fuck
manager
up.
fired after using the N-word in a foul-mouthed cooking video.
Good.
So the original tweet that broke this online said this: "The internet has made non-black people way too comfortable. She's dead ass serious." Here we go.
Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass niggas.
What?
And they don't care. We don't give a fuck about your money. I couldn't care less about your fucking money, okay?
Okay, so we've got a very casual N-word dropping. Very casual. You almost missed it, right? You almost had to go back and double take, considering what you were looking at. You know, you see this girl in a dress, and the way she's speaking, you gotta rewind, and you're like, wait, what the fuck did she just say?
Married to broke ass niggas, broke ass niggas, broke ass niggas, broke ass niggas.
The shitstorm that ensued on the internet after this
Good.
was truly something
Good.
to behold. We've got a response.
You good.
A double down. She even got on InfoWars because of this. She's getting.
And if some
what?
and if I don't know, it's like a TV show or something, I don't know. But or a podcast, I have no idea. But if some black girl come up and slap the shit out of you, you deserve it, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Reply to the original tweet. Very first one says, "We gotta
gotta
start
start
knocking people out again."
Yep.
This is why black people need to stop referring to non-black people as the N-word. That is the main problem and is why they are comfortable, because they constantly see and hear themselves referred to as the N-word. This is what happens when you invite everyone to the cookout. It becomes a potluck. I know no one's on.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Right?
Because
Because black people have cookouts and white people have potlucks.
Yeah.
Even though it's like the same thing, it's like maybe one outside and one inside. Like,
Inviting me to the cookout, alright? I've had way too many fucking cookout invites over these years on YouTube. I'm on the guest list, dog. Here's the
the fact that he made this video, he in there.
Yeah.
He in there, son. Yeah.
He's
Okay,
like,
this
I don't know
applies
about y'all,
some
but I'm
stuff.
in here.
The fact that he saw this video and
love it.
didn't say freedom of speech, she can say what she wants, but says, bitch, what you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could come to the cookout.
I love it.
I don't like people who think they can just walk around and disrespect other people however they feel like it.
Right.
Somebody should do something to you.
Right.
perfectly. She's doing that thing where she invokes shock value to get her engagement up. Are we
Yep.
all falling for it?
Yep.
Yeah. Am
Yeah.
I giving into it by making a video about it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
What you also do, so we got to upload a video about it? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
The internet in 2024, baby.
Absolutely.
Monetize people's anger. That's the name of the game. We've all seen this before. It's
Yeah.
been going on for years.
Yeah.
It ain't going to stop anytime soon.
That's
So
what
she's got
sucks.
a Twitter page, which I'm showing you guys here. Just in the time of me preparing the materials and the screenshots to make this video, she gained like 400 followers. This is probably going to be 100K followers by the time you see this video. Why are all these people flocking to follow this woman? Well, that's up for you guys to discuss in the comments. So she uploaded a response video directly to Twitter that says hashtag First Amendment hashtag response. Let's see what she's got to say.
So a recent video of mine seems to have upset members of a certain community, and all the backlash just really made me, just really do a deep dive, like do a soul search. And after all that, I still couldn't find a care.
Let me explain to you how this bitch is a moron. If the First Amendment is intended to protect anything, it's intended to protect offensive speech. if you're not going to offend anyone, you don't need protection.
So she just missed that whole second part.
Yeah, but either way, let me explain something to y'all.
There's certain words that we can't say to this day, and we're not even talking about the N-word.
The First Amendment does not apply to private citizens. Do you understand that? I can hold you accountable for saying anything, bitch. Things that offend me, I don't like it. The First Amendment doesn't stop me from doing anything. The First Amendment is a prescription on the federal government taking actions against you, and it applies to the states, including state governments. That's government officials, police. If the firemen try to beat your ass, that's something, right? Me, a private company. So when you get fired, do you think that the First Amendment applies to your job, your sales job, bitch? Let me tell you something. You fucking low IQ motherfuckers, I hate hearing this shit because you don't know anything. The First Amendment doesn't apply to your job, bitch. It's a fucking private company. It doesn't apply to Facebook. It doesn't apply to Twitter. It doesn't apply to fucking Instagram. It doesn't apply to any of them people. That's why when you say weird shit that they don't like, that insults other people, that fucks with their advertising, they knock your goofy ass off the platform. Mm-hmm. They don't want you working for them because you're calling people the fucking N-word and they don't like that. So you're fired. It's at-will employment, bitch. You're fired. You understand that? What you about to do? Sue? How? With what basis? You're a goofball. And everybody's supporting her. Don't say First Amendment when people start talking about this shit. It does not apply. Mm-hmm. You just sound stupid. Fuck out of here.
So fellas, what's the next logical thing that should happen in a story like this? You guessed it. The mob, the internet, the Twitter mob found her employer, and she's now fired from her job. This tweet says, the chick on TikTok who dropped the N-bomb and then tripled down on it lives in Wilmington, North Carolina, and was just canned from her job. Here's the statement talking about, we want to make it clear that these sentiments are not representative of our company, blah, 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 who gives a fuck. Fired from her job. Is anybody truly surprised? Now listen up. I've tried not to give too much opinion in this video, instead present the facts and the timeline to you, but I will say this. There is not a single word or set of words or any set of syllables at all that you could say that when they hit my ears, I'm going to be all upset about it, right? We've heard it all before, man. I've been playing Call of Duty in the lobby since 2010.
Yeah, but to be honest, you're white. Being white helps a lot with that type of shit.
And a lot of kids rather play Call of Duty and
Bruh,
they're just ignorant.
I remember original Call of Duty and the old Call of Duty lobbies. People would say anything, call you all kind of words. I mean, that's obvious, but they only did that because you couldn't grab them.
Yeah, you couldn't get to them.
Because when we were kids, you had to, most of the time, if you wanted to insult someone, you had to insult them to their face, and then you knew that something might happen to you. Nowadays, everybody's on the internet, so they think they can just do whatever they want, and there are no consequences for that.
Yep, can't be touched.
That ain't it, son. But that being said, the reason why there's no set of syllables that would offend you is because you're white. Black people, there's something different about that. And it's impossible to explain to white people because they simply don't get it. You weren't a slave? Yeah, no, I know that. No one alive was a slave master. Yeah, I know that.
Guess what? I have ancestors.
Right. And there's something nasty about hearing the N-word come out of a white person's mouth aimed at black people. Or at all, really. There's something nasty about that.
It's like our ancestors going flame.
I'm telling you, like, if y'all believe in, I don't really believe in none of this afterlife, whatever shit, but it's like your ancestors tap you on the shoulder. I'm like, bruh, what you letting this go down for?
Right, they disrespected.
Like, it's disrespectful, fam. You disrespecting me and all those who came before me. Who got whipped with lash while you were shouting that word at them.
Skin ripped from the flesh.
So don't now you say that word to me, a descendant of them people, and think that I'm gonna let it slide. I don't like it. The same way if you disrespected my mother or my grandmother, I don't like that shit, whether they're alive or not. Quit playing with me.
Skin in the game, but if you're going on the internet and you're saying it yourself and you're putting your goddamn face in the video and then you double down, triple down, I mean, at that point it doesn't matter, right? If she apologized, she would have still been fired. But if you're purposely putting your face on the internet and saying that, you gotta know that you're gonna get fired. It's inevitable. So genuinely, this is truly a psyop. Like, babe, wake up. New psyop just dropped.
I guarantee you, you know what's gonna happen? People probably start a GoFundMe and get thousands of dollars for people donating to her. Yep, I believe it. Same way Donald Trump got convicted of a fucking
and got
20-something felonies
after
and got mad money to his GoFundMe. Y'all niggas are sick, bro. Listen, man, watch your fucking mouth. because I don't care what you say that shit in front of some black people, and they're gonna solve your problems for you. Keep it up now.